This is Irontrader. Now the pitch just closed here about 15 minutes ago at 2:30. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels will be posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy the ETF. Please like to subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, before we get started here, I just want you to put this like on your back burner, okay? Now, OPEC has a meeting. It's the World Outlook. It's on October 31st. Their monthly report comes out on November 13th. And then they have the OPEC meeting here on November 26th. Okay, so keep all those dates in mind here because those are market movers. All right, let's take a look at the charts here. Well, here we have the daily chart. Let me bigger up a little bit here. Okay, this is what we had. Now, we had on Friday a red candle, made a higher high and higher low, and it held that 21 day. Okay, very nice. But today, earlier this morning, as you watched my video earlier, you can see it was put in a lower low, and now we got ourselves one big ass red candle. It was below the 21 day, below this key 8 SMA here, and now below the 50 day. All right. So what you want to do here is when the futures open up here at 6 p.m., we got to see how this is going to shake out. Can it get back above this 50 and charge that 8 and 21, or is she just going to sink right down lower? Okay. So, and then tomorrow morning, the same thing. Now, you know, you can trade early in the morning before the pre-market. That's usually what I did, like even like on natural gas today, where you can take a position here. But let's just see how this all shakes out. So let's take a look at the charts. So now since you're below the 50 day, now that becomes resistant. So you want to look at that 85.95. Okay. And then what we want to do is look to the bottom of this candle right here. Okay. That's 86.25. That's the low. And then we want to go here to the 8 SMA here at 87.04. And then we want to look at your 21 day at 87.45. So you got a lot of resistance here overhead. A lot of tough, the 50 day, the 8 day, and then your 21 day. Now, again, if you can get above that 21 day, say this is just reverses, then you want to look today's high, which is basically 88.29. Then we come to this candle here. You're looking at 88.57, and then we have 89.54, and then we have Friday's high, which is basically 89.85, which if you bring it all the way across here, see you went right there into the resistance area here, okay? So when you look at this here, let's look at the downside. Now, you want to look here at today's low, okay? So you're looking at 85.35. Let's see how she lines up with this candle here, okay? So 85.44. There's your kind of your support area. Now, if this is going to be lost, then what we do is we come over to this candle right here, okay? So you're looking at 84.67. Then we come here, you're looking at 83.35. And then we look at 83.11, and then we look at the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 82.31, and then your 81.50. That will be your big retest level here. But when you get this, this is just a really engulfing pattern here. It just, you know, plus you went right below the SMAs here. Actually, crude oil was down $2.35 here. So very, very tough. So what it really needs to do is you need to close back above the 50, the 8 day, and the 21 day here, and that Friday's high. Even if you get above the all of these levels and then attack that Friday's high, well, then we could have an upside. If not, this looks lower here, or we could just have some sideways action. Now, you look at the RSI here. Well, you're pointing down here, your MACD here. Not looking too good. So you can see where your green went up, and then now it looks like it wants to go right back below that red line here again. So that could be very, very bearish. So you got to keep your eye on that. Now, here on the weekly chart, well, that rolled over your RSI here, and your MACD is still bullish, but if that rolls over like it does here, then that takes the price right on down. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so when I pointed out this 8 SMA here, okay, sitting at 88.01, just could not get above that, you know, and hold it. You got a high of 88.29, but you just can't get above it. That's the key. Now we have to watch 2 levels here now. Now we have to watch the 100 SMA here at 86.45, and then that 8 SMA here. If not, we can fall all the way on down, okay? Now, again, if this 81.50 is lost, then we come to this 21 day here, 81.19, and then we have your 80.37 here, and then we come down here to 78.26, and then your 78.05 on your 200-day is your big time target if this 81.50 is going to be lost here. Okay, so just quick review. Upside, watch this 50, this 8, this 21 SMA. You need to get back above that to go higher. On the downside, watch these candles here, and then possible retest of this 81.50. We won't know that till either tomorrow or, we'll just see what kind of direction it heads into. But remember, always keep a track of the news, what's going on in the Middle East here. Very, very key level here. What's going on with Iran, what's going on with Russia. That's all going to affect what crude is doing right now. All right, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. Okay, here we have natty gas, your hour and your 4-hour chart. Okay, now you can see right here the downfall. See these series of lower highs. Okay, that's really never good. Now you came all the way down to this 2.86. Now it's trying to work itself right back on up here. So what you have to do here on the upside is you want to look at that 8 SMA at 2.92. You want to look at that 50-day, 2.923, and then your retest up here at 2.95. If you can get back above that, then we can go 2.99 here and you work your way on up here. But right now, we got to see. You're off your bottom lows here. We've got to see if this is going to reverse or not. So what you want to do on the downside is watch this key 21-day, 2.89, and then your retest here at 2.86. Here on your 4-hour chart here, well, you can see pretty much the same thing. See, okay, you double top, you put in a high, a lower high, a lower high. That always tells you she's going lower, okay? But now, if you look at this here, it's holding that key 200 SMA here, okay? That is going to be critical, okay? So you want to look at that 2.90. If that can hold, then you can maybe take the upside and head towards at least this 21 SMA here. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get through because look what it did here. See, look what it did there. But that would be the target there on the upside. On the downside, you're looking at that 2.86 here, like we have here. If that's lost, we're going to go to a daily and a weekly, and we'll show you where it's going. Okay, here we have your daily and your weekly chart. Now, when we look at this, you just got a series of lower highs, except for this spike right here. But that went right into the bottom of that tail there. That was resistance, and then it just, boom, sold right on down, put a topping tail in, which tells you realistically, boom, that's going to go lower. Okay, so what we had today is a lower low, and then it popped up here. But again, it didn't make a higher high. You went in about 3/4 of the candle. Okay, so what we want to do here is you want to look at Friday's low here now. Okay, so looking at that 2.88, and then we look here at today's low, that's 2.86, which basically, if you look just to the left of the chart here, 2.86. See how this support level came right into attack, went right there, bounced right off. Now, again, if this 2.86 can't hold, look to the bottom of this candle here. That's 2.82. Lines up very nice here with the 50-day. Okay, that is going to be key, and that would be a big time scalp if it can hold to take it right back up here to this 21-day. If it doesn't, then we looked at this 100-day at 2.7, and then look to the top of this candle at 2.66, because here that 2.82 is your gap. This right here, 2.66, there's your fill. That is always very, very critical. Now, your RSI here just kind of flattened out here. Your MACD is still bearish here. That green has to cross back above the red here to make it a bullish pattern here. Now, we look here on the weekly. Well, you're sitting right there, that 8 SMA. You're sitting at 2.9. Natural gas right now, real time, is sitting at 2.92. So you're just above it. The big target on the upside is going to be that 3.09. That is going to be very, very critical. But again, there's other targets above that. So if this happens to go up, you want to look at today's high. Okay, so you're looking at 2.95. And then we want to look at this candle here. You're looking at 2.97. And then what we do is we come to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 3.02. And then we look at the 20-day day at 3.05. And then right above it is 3.07. That is your 8 SMA. Then we have the 50-day at 3.09 here. See? So you got a lot of strong resistance with the 21, the 8, and that 50-day on the upside. Okay, on the downside, it's pretty simple. You're basically looking at this 50-day, which is 2.82, lines up perfectly with the gap. And if that's lost, then we can just look at the 100, look at the gap fill. That's on a downside here. Now, the scalping today was pretty good. So I usually take a scalp like in pre-market there. So UMG got all the way down to 2.69. Now I didn't get 6.69. I didn't get 6.69, but I got 6.72, and then I dumped it out at 6.82. So that was 10 cents, and then I scalped it one more time for another 5 cents. So I got 15 cents out of that. That worked out actually very, very good on 20,000 shares, okay? Now, it's nothing great. It's not like you can get 25, 30 cents out of the thing. You just don't have the groove right here today on it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't scalp any of the short here because it just looks like almost like this candle here, where it's just like a bounce here. So we got to really see when the futures open tonight what this is going to be. And for tomorrow, is this going to come back down and retest this 50-day and hold it? If it does, that'd be a great scalp going higher right up to this 21-day here. But now you got to watch this 8-day because this is going to be rolling over here, and that's going to provide very, very tough resistance along with this 50 SMA. All right, that's all I have for you today. I will be back tomorrow morning there before 8 o'clock, and we will review crude oil here and natural gas. Thanks for watching.